Yo, what's good everyone? So in this video I'm going to be showing you how I make a beat on the MPC Live II. It's going to be a sample beat. I'm going to be showing you my whole process, step by step, how I make a beat. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So I'm going to go to the menu, or to the browse screen. So I'm going to hold shift menu. So I'm going to work with a drum sample from a drum pack. It's from Tamuz. It's on the Drum Broker website. I'll make sure to leave the link down below. If you're interested in getting this pack, it's gonna be linked down below. It's gonna be 10% off for you. But yeah, let's dig into this sample pack. It's called Breakzilla, King of Breaks. Super dope. I went over this in another video. Has a bunch of drum breaks in it. It's kind of crazy. It's got one shots in it as well. I usually just like getting the sample or the drum breaks, but here's some previews of some. Super talented drummer too. I was checking out his Instagram. I'm trying to get like that. But I did find one sample in here. I think it's coffee. Let me see. Yeah, it's in here. This one right here I really like. I like the groove to it. It's cool in the sample pack. He's got like dry and wet samples, so the wet has the effects on it. The dry is just with no effects. So if you wanted to use the dry and put your own effects on it, I like how the wet sounds, so I'm gonna use the wet. I'm gonna hit low to pool, and I'm gonna go to the sample edit, and I have it in here. I have the drum break right here. Yo, what's up guys? Real quick, so I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm offering one-on-one sessions when it comes to making beats on the MPC Live II. I'll show you my full process, how I chop my beats and all that stuff. If you have specific questions to ask me too regarding sampling on the MPC Live, make sure to check out the link down below. That link will direct you to my store. Once I receive it, I'll reach out to you, to plan the one-on-one session. But yeah, if you're interested, check out that link. But let's get back to the video. So I'm gonna start chopping this up. It's a long sample break. It's a long drum break. I'm just gonna right here. Let's see. I'm probably gonna do 1/16 chop. So I'm just gonna do this. And there's more right here, but I know for the most part I'm just gonna use, I like that part too. So know what I'm gonna do? Here, let's see. I'm gonna hit undo a couple times. If I go to the pad bank 1, I'm gonna hit undo and you'll see the pads going down. So I want to start chopping around that part where it has that little break. So let's see. I think right here. Yeah, I like that part right there. So let's go to pad bank 1 or A. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna start editing right here. So let's hit that. Just want to make sure everything's on point. There's always the fun part if you've been watching my videos. I prefer lazy chopping. I know I've probably said this in other videos. I just like this method. To me, it gets you in the rhythm if you don't know the BPM of the sample. It's just a good habit, I think, working with any samples. I know there's a way that you could slice the region. I always prefer this way. And a lot of old school MPC heads, this is like a blessing to them with this new feature on the MPC Live II. I know like on the old, I think on the MPC 2000 or 2500 and then the 1000 with the JJOS software, you can actually add lazy chop in it. Let me know, do you guys have the 2500, the MPC? part of me is kind of thinking about it. Sorry, this is just a side note. I like doing this in my videos too. Again, completely raw. I might just bring up a topic. But I've been kind of thinking about getting the 2500 or, the MPC Akai is, Akai might be releasing a new MPC. So I don't know. It would be cool to learn an older MPC too, but let me know your thoughts. If you have one, let me know. What do you think about it? Especially with the JJOS. But yeah, here's the break right here. So I like that. I'm going to hold shift, convert, hit do it. I'm going to hit full level too. I'm going to bring these down. I'm going to go to the track edit. I'm just going to keep saying program edit. I'm so used to it. Because they changed it to track edit after the 3.0 MPC, but it used to be program edit. Makes more sense saying program edit. So I'm probably just going to do... I'm going to do like a... Let's see what this... Yeah, I'm going to just do these grooves right here a couple times and then add this in. So let's see. I want to get a BPM. Let's try a BPM of... Let's do 77. See what that sounds like. And I just want to... There's going to be a 2-bar loop. I kind of like... Before I record, I like looking at this line right here and kind of have the pattern in my head. Let's turn the metronome on too. So it'd be that dun 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 dun. Then that drum break right here. I just kind of like getting the idea. I mean, I could have just did that too and played it with it, but or I guess I could show you. So it'd be like, oh, let me see. I don't know what. It's just gonna be the full. It's just gonna be this. It's gonna be that. One thing too, another side note. I get a lot of comments, just saying, the way I chop samples, and they're like, why would you just chop it when it's gonna be just a loop like this? So the main reason I usually chop samples this certain way is, one, I have the ability to play this at multiple speeds. So I could play it like this. There's different ways. Like you could do a warp. You could warp the sample, all that stuff. I do have a video on that if you want to look it up. But that's one reason I do it. Two, if the drum break I listen to already sounds good and I like that initial groove, I'm just gonna use that initial groove. You know what I mean? Like there's no rules in sampling. Like yes, like there could be more creative ways to chop up. I could like really trim this down so I just get a kick. I could just get a snare from this and then get the hi-hats. I could do that, but I like using the groove like from the initial drummer. That's just like my thing. If you don't, some people, you don't like it, I understand, but this is just what I like, I like how it sounds. I like the groove from it. But yeah, if you get this same drum break, then do it your own way. Yeah, 100%. Like you can chop it up really and do that. I just really like doing this loop. Like it sounds good to me. But just a side note too, just for anyone that does sample like this and it's just looping it, that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Shout out to Mellow Beats too. I was just watching one of his videos and he was saying that like it shouldn't even have to be said, But anyways, just a side note, just a little rant, but but yeah, let's record this part in it. So I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna hit play. know what? I want to make sure the metronome's on. I'm gonna hit record. So let's see. I'm just gonna clear this. I just went to the arranger, held shift, select all, and then delete because I had some stuff recorded in there. So let's hit play start. Let's do this. I'm gonna slow it down to 75. So now I have that in there. I like the groove in it. So I have a sample loaded in here. I got off YouTube, so I just let's go to Shift, Sample Edit, and let's go. I have two samples. I like the second one. Let's go to Trim. I have the sample sped up. You know, copyright, you know, gotta work around it a little bit. But this is the sample that I have. So that's a little sample. So I want to start chopping it. Let's see. I'll make my first chop. Probably around here. And I kind of like this part. So I'm gonna go in here and just make sure it's like that. And then the second or the fifth chop, let's see. I like that. I like this part. This part. Sorry for that sound. If you've been watching my videos too, I got my cat feeder down here. Her automatic feeder. So if you hear that. So let's chop that. I like that part right there. So like right in here. I like these chops. So let's go shift, convert, do it. Now it's on the sample track. So I brought it up 5 semitones, so I'm gonna bring it down 5 semitones. I might bring it down even more. Know what I'm gonna do too? Or no, yeah, we'll just do this. I'm just gonna turn up the sample a little bit. So I'm gonna go to mix. I'm just gonna turn this up. I'm gonna bring up the sample. So let's go to global. Know what I might do with this sample? I'm gonna go to the mix right here. I'm gonna go to effects, go to the sample one. I'm gonna add a compressor on it. So I'm gonna go to dynamics just to bring up the levels a little bit. Compressor. Let's see some of these presets. I'm gonna do instrument, and I'm gonna do control. Yeah, I like that. It's just making everything more, compressed and together, glued together. Might do the output a little bit. So I'm gonna add, know what I'm gonna do? So let's go, know one thing, if anyone does know what, so I already do know. So I'm gonna do that. So pretty much what I wanna do, I wanna move this down here because I wanna add an enhancer VST right here to bring up the highs a little bit. If anyone does know, how do you move this down to here? If anyone wants to comment that. But yeah, so let's do, I'm gonna just delete this. I'm gonna bring the enhancer. Air enhancer. I'm gonna bring up the highs. I like that. So bring that enhancer there, and I'm gonna go to dynamic, compressor, just add it all the way at the bottom, just in case if I want to add some more plugins or effects. So I'm gonna go instrument, control, and this threshold is around, I'm gonna bring up the output. I'm gonna go to mix. So let's bring the highs a little bit down on the enhancer. This part right here, I'm gonna turn this down. So there's two views on the mix. The first view is gonna be just the program track, like the full, all the samples together. But I want to press mix again, and I want to turn this specific pad down a little bit, so it kind of matches the other ones. But what I want to do with this one, I actually want to add an effect on it. I might add like a reverb or a delay. So I'm going to do that, go to effects, hit that. I'm going to add a delay. Let's hear what that sounds like. Let's see. doing some experimental right here. Maybe let's do reverb. So let's go here. I'm gonna do some reverb. Yeah, I like that. Just a little reverb, nothing too crazy. We can check out the presets to see what else sounds good too. Maybe hall. Let's go to cathedral. Bring the mix down. Kind of like that initial reverb. So I'm gonna go back here. Yeah, I like that one. So let's see. I might actually bring this mix down a little bit. So let's record that in. Sorry, I was kind of vibing right there. I like this sample. So let's hit record, play start. You know what? I'm gonna go undo. I'm gonna make the bars a little bit longer. So let's see. I want to make this 4 bars. So I'm gonna hit the pencil on the sequence right here and double length. So now with the drums, it's 4 bars instead of 2 bars. So the reason I want to do that, I think it would only record the first 2 bars right here. So let's record this part in there. I just want to do, let's re-record this part. I'm going to re-record it in there. I just want to do, so. I just want to do something simple like that. Like that. Let's adjust the levels. I'm gonna delete this first track because we don't need it. Let's lower these drums, hear what that sounds like. I'm just gonna bring down the semitones a little bit. I like how it is at 2. So I like this track. The last thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go to the sample track, and I'm probably just gonna turn up the bass a little bit in the sample track. So I'm gonna go to mix, and I'm gonna go to effects. I'm gonna add, or you know what? I might be able to add the enhancer. Yeah, the enhancer's already there. So let's hear, I just wanna bring up that bass a little bit. There you go. Like how that sounds. I'm gonna go to effects. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. I might bring these highs down. Yeah, I kind of like how that, let's see. The highs I'm actually gonna bring, I had it up a little bit, the high gain, but I'm gonna bring it down. And I'm gonna bring these lows. I like that. So let's play that back. Might bring these drums down a little bit. Alright, so that's the beat. Yo, what's up? So my video camera actually had a limit to record of only 25 minutes, so my camera cut off. But anyways, that's the beat. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the beat. Just one thing, thank you for everyone that's been supporting my channel, showing me love. If you made it this far at the end, that's some real shit right there. Like it's kind of crazy how my channel's growing, and you know that people are thankful of what I show you on here and how I can help you guys with MPC Live II. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Again, thank you for everyone that's supporting. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.